You're watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
Walter, there's no ooh about Buddy Brew Coffee, and that's where I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm going to tell you all about today. I am actually at the production facility. I am behind the scenes at Buddy Brew Coffee. This is becoming a Tampa iconic brand. They've got several locations in Tampa. They got a location in Sarasota now, and all of that coffee starts right here at their production facility. It comes in giant bags. It is all roasted right here. We're going to take a look at the coffee beans as they come in. We're going to talk about the roasting process. We're going to talk about their quality control and how they taste it and make sure it's the best quality coffee to go out to those coffee lovers out there like myself. And we're also going to talk about the latest in cold brew technology. This is the latest thing, this cold brew, and I was late to this party as well. I finally started to try to drink cold brew coffee because it's so hot this summer. Right. And I do love my coffee. And I tell you what, their product, BOLT and Nitro, it's helping me make this transition. So we're going to talk about cold brew coffee. We're going to celebrate the local brand of Buddy Brew Coffee as I show you a little behind the scenes, and we brew ourselves up a good day, Tampa Bay.
All right, sounds good, Charlie. Look forward to it.
And Charley Belcher, good morning. Starting the day right, aren't you?
Good day to you, Russell Rhodes. Absolutely, like we always do. I just realized, I have green beans for breakfast every single morning. Do you know that?
No. Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they started out as green beans.
Oh, green coffee beans.
Green coffee beans. They all started out this way. These are the green beans. This is what they look like when they first get to Buddy Brew Coffee, and then of course they roast them and turn them into the delicious breakfast drink that I enjoy oh so much. So stick around, everybody. We're taking you behind the scenes in the production facility of Buddy Brew Coffee when Good Day Tampa Bay continues.
Let's check in with Charlie because he is at a place that would just be, I'd be a kid in a candy store there. We all know it's my lifeblood.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Sir Barney. Just give me an IV every morning. Get that coffee flowing. I love coffee, love visiting our friends at Buddy Brew. We're at their fairly new production facility as they continue to grow and expand. And speaking of growing and expansion, they've got a new little product they like to call Bolts. We're used to saying it during hockey season. Now we'll say it all year round. We're going to go Bolts or go Bolt. If you want a little pick-me-up, the cold brew, the Buddy Brew Cold Brew that they have mastered. They got one of these, and they're doing it in Nitro. We'll tell you about this and this company when Good Day Tampa Bay continues from Buddy Brew. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charley Belcher coming to you from Tampa this morning. And if you love coffee and you love supporting the home team, you're probably familiar with Buddy Brew Coffee. I think I was first introduced to them at the Oxford Exchange and then went down and visited their place on Kennedy when they had first opened and fell in love with the flavor and the folks. Dave and Susan right here. This is Buddy Brew Coffee, named after Buddy. Yes. Buddy the golden? Was it a golden retriever?
Really a mutt, but we think golden and collie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Buddy 1 is no longer with us.
He is.
Yeah, Buddy 2.
Buddy 2 is here.
Buddy 2 is here in the other room.
Yeah.
So how did this come to be? Why coffee?
Well, we're first and foremost 100% coffee freaks. We are through our dating days, that's what we did, is we hung out in coffee shops.
Now, I heard a rumor, well, it's not a rumor because it's on your website, but my vast research, you actually bought Susan a coffee maker while you were dating.
That was the first gift I ever gave her.
The first, now I've always...
Romantic, huh?
You took a chance there, my friend.
I know.
It's like giving a vacuum cleaner or here's some pots and pans, but it worked out okay for you.
But it worked out good. I loved it, actually. My coffee maker was no longer working, and it was actually a really sweet, thoughtful gift because I was wildly in love with coffee and couldn't make it. So he saved the day, actually.
But how does it get to owning your own coffee company?
Right, yeah.
Well, it just, it was one thing led to another. I was in commercial real estate, and things weren't going well. It was during the credit crisis and all that stuff. Sure. So I threw up a website to see if I could sell some coffee because we had begun home roasting coffee in 2002.
Okay.
And so by that time, we were already, giving it away as office presents and Christmas gifts and all that kind of stuff, serving it at dinner parties. And people are like, oh my gosh, this stuff is awesome. What are you doing? I'm like,
roasting, fine.
Yeah.
And the big light bulb moment was it was fresh roasted. It was fresh. And that was a big deal.
It's a game changer, really. And that's what is so different from anything else you can buy in the grocery store that is aged, freshly roasted coffee.
You can turn it quick.
And then we also discovered specialty grade coffee, which was a game changer as well.
Which is very tippy top of coffee.
Yeah, it started
about 5% of all coffee in the world is specialty coffee. And this is a whole other level of coffee. It's exclusive. exquisite. And that's all the coffee we bring in, import is all specialty coffee and really like just exquisite stuff.
So now you got shops, you got several places in Tampa, you got a shop in Sarasota, possibly expanding to downtown?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, that shop will hopefully open November-ish.
Nice. Where exactly?
It's in Park Tower.
Okay.
You know, that building's being redeveloped. They're redoing the lobby, and we're right, it'd be south of the lobby. We're in the old Rays space, if you know where that is. Yep.
And then coincidentally enough, you just happen to be holding a BOLT in your hand. And this is the future, the organic cold brew. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do some tasting. We're going to talk about the roasting. And we are going to have a good day, Tampa Bay. So you stick around, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and have a good day with us.
Also, we want to check in with Charley. The smell. Does the air itself wake you up?
Turn up your smell-o-vision. Turn it up. Turn up the smell-o-vision.
I'm trying.
Well, that's some of my favorite smells in the world. Well, like fresh cut grass is a good one. That smell of success, which whenever I'm around Russell, I get that whiff.
Yeah.
And then this fresh roasted coffee. And these are the coffee beans being roasted here at Buddy Brew, their production facility, which brews all of the coffee or roasts all the beans for all of their coffee places. And oh my goodness gracious, the smell is it's intoxicating is what it is. When we come back, we will tell you about their roasting process. Buddy Brew Coffee, when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. Happy Monday, everybody. Good day, Tampa Bay. Do not adjust your television. Pay no attention to the giant wet spot in the middle of my body here. That's the coffee that I spilled on myself a few moments ago. I'm at a coffee place. What do you want? Of course I'm going to spill coffee. That's what I do. I am hanging out with the folks from Buddy Brew Coffee, a Tampa brand that keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger and better and better. They now have a production facility which roasts all of the coffee for all of their locations throughout Tampa. A new one coming to downtown. They're in Sarasota. They're at the airport, Oxford Exchange. They got their own place on Kennedy. All over the place. And Phil, what is your exact title? Are you a roast master?
I'm the director of coffee. Get to have all the fun. Roast coffee, buy coffee, drink coffee, hang out with customers.
So, obviously coffee comes in big burlap sacks and big green-looking bean. This is what it looks like when it comes in, yes?
Oh yeah, that's a green bean. Pretty useless in this format, but this is one step away from being super delicious.
And a lot of people don't realize that's what coffee looks like. Although actually on the actual, is it a tree or a bush?
It's like a coffee shrub, you know.
Shrub. But it's in a shell before that, right?
Yeah, looks like almost like a small cherry or a small cranberry, and then inside of that little cranberry cherry, coffee cherry, you get two of those that is sitting in there, and they rub off the skin and dry it, and bag it up and import it to the States.
So where does your coffee come from?
So we have coffee from all over the world. You know, we've been sourcing with some really spectacular coffee importers and farmers.
And there's like a coffee belt, right? It has it grows in this particular...
All along the equator, essentially. So you're talking about Indonesia, you know, the Sumatran Islands, Sumatra Mandoling's really popular origin. Colombia, Central and South America.
Some places in Africa too, right?
Yeah, East Africa. Kenyan coffees, Ethiopia's, you know, known for some of the origins of coffee there in Africa.
So you decide what flavors you want, because I would assume different parts of the world, different flavor profiles.
Yeah. So each of these coffees kind of has what we like to call like a taste of place that we're really trying to capture and share with our customers. So when we're talking about like a Brazilian coffee, you know, Brazil's known for great mild coffees, lots of nuts and chocolates. This is actually an upside down Brazilian bag right here. We could have turned that around for you.
This is too heavy.
Yeah, versus a Colombian coffee, the classic Colombian profile, bright, brown sugar, some cherry notes.
So you get it in that form, and then you roast it.
Yep.
Now, and then sometimes you'll mix, depending on what flavor you're looking for. You might mix a little Brazil with a little Colombia or, right?
Correct. So once we get them in, you know, we're trying to lock in on that flavor profile. And how we do that is we bring it over to the roasting machine, and we run several small batches of beans to really kind of unlock that flavor that we're really going for. We're looking for balance. We're looking for sweetness, great acidity, mouthfeel, you know, and that right amount of roastiness, you know.
Roastiness, right?
Yeah.
Is that a technical term, roastiness?
Oh, for me it is.
I like that.
But, so yeah, and right here, we just got done roasting the batch, so it's in here cooling off.
Now, so that's a coffee bean that we're used to seeing. Now, a dark roast, does that mean it was cooked at a higher temperature or longer?
So, you know, in the roasting process, unlike baking cookies in the oven, you don't just put it in to the roaster and just turn it on and drop it at 15 minutes. You know, it's a sequence of air adjustment and gas adjustment that, you know, we have to figure out and learn with each bean. And for a darker roasted coffee, we just take it to a little bit darker or a darker color or a higher temperature. So, you know, this coffee right here was dropped at 420 degrees. One of our darker offerings, roastier, richer flavored coffees would be our Sumatra. We dropped that out at 435 degrees.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
when you look at it, it's...
When we come back, we're going to do a little tasting, a little cupping. A little cupping. We'll show you how they do quality control, and I'll try not to spill any more.
Oh, no.
Well,
Okay.
Pay no attention to this. Very subtle, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
you
okay,
could.
yeah.
You really, if you
It's
hadn't
just a
drawn
shadow.
attention, we would have never noticed.
You never would have seen this.
See you later.
Watching the beans go. It's
Yeah.
like my brain on coffee, churning.
9. Let's check back in with Charlie and see how many cups of coffee he's had this morning.
Well, Sorbani, you know that this craze with like athletes and people who work out where they put like suction cups all over their back and it makes like these big welts? It's called
cupping.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. But however, we are going to be cupping. And that's what it's called when you taste coffee for quality control and to come up with new flavor profiles. We are at Buddy Brew Coffee. We're actually at their production facility here in Tampa, and we're going to be doing some cupping. So yes, I will be drinking some coffee. That's what I need to get this Monday started. Stick around, everybody, and have a good day with me. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charley Belcher coming to you from Buddy Brew Coffee, their production facility, where they roast all of the wonderful coffee that goes to all of their locations throughout the Tampa Bay area, down in Sarasota, at the airport, Kennedy, soon to come to downtown Tampa, and probably taking over the rest of the world soon. Right, Dave?
world!
Yes, world coffee domination is in Dave's future. Dave owns the joint along with lovely Susan. And Philip, or Phil, is I like to call you the brewmaster of coffee, but you're the evil scientist back here coming up with new flavors, yes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so before it goes out to the general public, you got to make sure it tastes good and the flavors are where you want them. So it's called cupping.
Correct.
All right, explain this process to me, guys.
I think the cool thing here is that this is where we refine what we do.
Okay.
And we use cupping really for a bunch of different things. One, just to compare the same coffee across a range of roasting profiles to make sure that we're getting it exactly where we want it, to bring in all the little subtleties and nuances to make the bean the best it can be.
Coffee can be like wine connoisseurs, and even now craft beer connoisseurs, where you can taste all these different notes and flavors and profiles.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Each region kind of has its own little flavor profile, so we're trying to stay true to that when we offer these different coffees at the shop.
So go ahead.
Coffee is even more actually complex, much more complex than wine is. So really what you're experiencing here is bigger than even wine can be.
Oh, wow, nice.
Now, it doesn't have some of the, the fun aspects of wine, but, but we get you going anyway.
But it can still give you a buzz. All right, so Phil, you've put some coffee grounds in cups and poured a little hot water over them.
Yep. Exactly. So there's a little bit of coffee in each one of these, and then we pour hot water across the top. Everything's brewed evenly, and then we've cleaned them up. And right now we have each of these different coffees ready to taste, and then just.
So how do we do it? How do we taste it?
This is really important. Cupping is a standardized way to taste coffee across the world.
Okay.
So what we do is exactly the same thing that the farmers in Ethiopia do, or the buyers in Ethiopia when they're tasting their coffee.
Okay.
So that way we can all be on the exact same page. And this is how we determine which coffees we like.
Okay.
Is this good or is this bad, or all those different things. So that's the important piece. This is very standardized.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the point of this is that you want to get some in your spoon,
okay,
and you just slurp it in.
Now, why do you slurp it?
So it basically covers your entire mouth. And that way you taste all the coffee, all the different
I
pieces.
want you to watch closely Phil's technique. Let's have Phil goes first. Stay on the face, Jason.
Stay on the
see the face.
This is what it's all about.
This.
And that's what you do. You kind of get in there.
What's the face?
You gotta chew it.
Chew it all up.
It's ridiculous, but I love it. I cannot wait. Okay. Is that a good one right there?
Oh, yeah. Slurp it. Get it?
I didn't know what I'm going to know. I don't know. That wasn't
He's dribbling. He's dribbling.
I did. I need to get my own. That's tasty. That's... I'm not sure what I don't know. My palate is refined enough.
If you go down them, you'll instantly taste differences.
My slurp stinks. I need a better slurp. I thought I was going to be good at this.
You'll get there.
I'm awful at this. Who knew I'd be awful at slurping?
Right up the nose. It happens.
I thought drinking coffee, I thought it was the one thing I was good at. I'm not good at drinking coffee.
Charlie.
What?
Charlie,
Russell, I'm not. Why am I
you're
bad at this?
You're slurping too early.
I'm slurping too early?
Yeah. But you're starting the slurp too early.
Okay.
Yeah, so start the slurp. There it was.
That was worse. I am so embarrassed. All right.
Oh, no. That was awesome.
Is it all?
Can I just get my Tervis tumbler back, please? Okay. And that's how you do it. Russell,
Is that how you do it?
Thank you for the help.
We'll deal with the double dipping later, but you've got it. You've got it. You got it.
Did I?
Yeah.
I got it all over me is where I got it.
All right, we'll deal with this at 9 o'clock, and we'll be right back.
And Charlie, oh, you've got to, is that the Buddy?
Well,
oh, look.
It's Buddy 2.
Oh, okay. Well, hi, Buddy.
Look, Buddy, want to look at the camera? Want to look to see your pretty face?
Pretty.
Yeah, beautiful
boy.
dog.
He's a very good dog. I'll also tell you that his name is Vinny, but he goes by Buddy professionally.
Okay.
He's as far as you know, his name is Buddy, right, Vinny? Yes. And he is a great dog. And see, look at that. That's you right there. Actually, that was the first Buddy, but you're Buddy too, right? And you're also Buddy also. And he's also Vinny. And he's very kid. Now he knows that my cookies are gone. When we come back, we're talking about cold brew. That is the hot thing in coffee right now, cold brew. And Buddy Brew is doing it. And they're going to tell you, not only can you drink it right out of the can, but it can be fun to mix with other things as well. We'll have that for you as we... There's this little dog here. As we have a good day from the Buddy Brew production facility in Tampa. Stick around, everybody.
And Charlie definitely enjoying the morning with some Buddy Brew. And now we're talking, ooh, the Nitro. Looking good.
Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charley Belcher coming to you from Buddy Brew Coffee, their production facility where they roast all of the wonderful coffee that goes to their several locations throughout Tampa, location down in Sarasota. And we are talking about cold brew. Now, this is taking over the coffee industry right now, this cold brew coffee. Susan's here, owns the place with hubby Dave. Max is here to tell us about what we can do with this fun cold brew coffee. But, Susan, let's start with talking about the two kinds you guys are now making.
Yes, so there's original and nitro.
Okay.
These are made with a blend of our freshly roasted coffees, and then we actually brew it cold here. It brews for over 12 hours, which creates a really smooth, well-balanced, just amazing product. The original is a little bit brighter and cleaner.
This is, I poured it.
Yes.
Now, I like mine still over ice. I like it cut just a little bit, but I like black coffee, so I don't put any cream or anything in it. So I'll cup it a little bit. That's tasty. That's really very good.
Nice and
now,
refreshing.
Explain the difference in the nitro.
So the nitro
I'll
is
pour it
made
while you're talking
with
about it.
Yeah, perfect. It's made with a little different blend, and this is a deeper, darker, richer flavor. And you can see it has a cascading effect when it pours, almost like a Guinness. It has a creamy mouthfeel and a different texture.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So tell us.
Now,
what
should you let
think
it
about
settle
that.
like you do a Guinness?
No need to.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's it's creamier.
It's creamier.
A little smoother.
Right. So there's
that's very good. That's
two
excellent.
distinct experiences, but they're both, so portable, easy to take anywhere, and we like to call it the clean energy drink. It's the ultimate clean energy drink. One of these is equivalent to about 3 cups of coffee.
Oh, perfect.
And it's made with just coffee and water.
And you're in all Publix stores now, right? You can find these at Publix.
You can find them in Publix.
Congratulations, that's a good gift.
Thank
I know.
you.
Good for you. So at any Buddy Brew location at any Publix.
That's right.
All right, Max, what can I do with them?
So we like to think of coffee as an ingredient here, and one of the nice things that you can do is you can really add it to a lot of different drinks, and so I have a couple different flavors for you to try today. This is a cold brew, kind of like a cold brew like spritzer. It's got a ginger lemon simple syrup, our BOLT original, and ice and some seltzer water. A little bit lighter, more refreshing. Which kind of shows what you can do.
Oh, that's really good.
Right.
That's really, really good.
It's a curveball. People don't expect like lemon and ginger and coffee to go well together, but they really work well.
Might I point out paper straws? You're being very
that's
environmentally aware.
And so
what's this?
This is the same BOLT original with a homemade horchata. So it's basically like a rice almond milk, cinnamon, sugar. We let it sit for overnight and then add it to our BOLT. And it's it's an aqua fresca with coffee in it.
Quickly tell me about these two. I'm out of time, but quickly tell me about
Those are the same.
So those are the same thing. And
okay. That was easy.
And then
this is the other one. This is the one I wanted a big finish. Tell me that.
So this is for adults. It's a rum punch with our lemons, limes, sugar, BOLT, and our just batch it and
some rum.
And some rum, yeah.
Yep.
So sadly, we're out of time, so I don't have time to try that one, but I'm sure it's tasty, Russell. There you go, Buddy Brew Coffee. Look for their cold brew, which is the latest and greatest. You can find them at Publix and any Buddy Brew.
Sir Bonnie and I were just talking about it. We love the cold brew. I'm so glad. It's the new thing.
I am learning the way to do. I used to think, cold coffee, yuck, that's a bad thing when your coffee turns cold. I'm training my palate to like it. When it's August in Florida.
I think it is a bad thing when your coffee turns cold. It's when they make it cold. It's a whole it's a whole different thing.
I'm trying to get my head around that. Old dog. New tricks are tough for me.
Yeah. Hey, see you later, okay?
All right.
Slurp. Bye.